My name is Mila. I'm 18 years old. I live in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and I am an Ethiopian Orthodox Christian. And this is my journey to veiling, hopefully, God willing, full time. I've been on social media since I was 13. I've had my main Instagram account since I was 13. I had Twitter since I was 13. I didn't use it till high school though. And I have been having my main channel since I was 13, but I went through a lot of changes. Used to do edits, but I grew out of it. It's just not me anymore. So yeah, I have been Orthodox Christian my entire life. I was baptized at 80 days, June 2nd, 2003. Yes, so 80 days. But if I was 80 days old, if I was actually 80 days old, it would have been May 27th, 2003. But so one of my best friends from childhood were exactly 80 days apart. So a little about me is born in Texas, I've been raised entirely in the South, a little bit a stint in Australia. My parents made sure that we can't remember nothing because we're not in school really. But I came to North Carolina 14 years ago as I'm filming this video. I was 4 years old. I started school here. I started school in a suburb of Raleigh, and we came to Chapel Hill 12 years ago. I've lived here since the fall of my first grade year. Since first grade, I graduated high school this past spring in June of 2021. I'm currently I'm at community college. I won't say which, but my plans is to transfer over to UNCG. UNCG. I am a communications major. I've always wanted to be a journalist since I believe I was 15, and I always liked writing since I was 11. So so yes, we won't be talking politics, no ethnicity, nothing. I didn't really fall in love with my faith until I was pretty much a legal adult. So earlier this year, saw this TikTok. This is what brought me to be thinking, wow, bruh, wait, we can do this? We could wear this without people thinking we're Muslim. But people will think we're Muslim, but either you can see my matab. If you're wondering why it's on a white string, it's because I had taken it off of its original string because it was a little small. I couldn't take it off to take a shower really. I don't like fabric. I do not like the feeling of wet fabric. What made me start veiling is this was around Holy Week. It was definitely Hosanna when I started. I saw this TikTok exactly on Hosanna, and it just went from there. Really, over the summer, I just started taking my mom's scarves. It's also one of my mom's scarves. I like white. I used to have a white bandana, but before we went to LA this summer, in July, for my family and I went to LA, we decided to. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go wash it. It's in the washer, and then I just couldn't find it. I could find this. I packed it. I thought I was gonna veil while I was there, but Cali weather had other plans. It was hot every single day. I was tired, overheated. You noticed in my LA vlog, I barely vlogged past the first day because I was so tired. and 2, social anxiety because of my parents. Because my parents, like, they're like, you gonna put this on YouTube? But you gonna put this on YouTube? And I ended up putting a lot less on YouTube. I just took a lot of pictures, chronicled as I was in LA. I took a lot of pics. As you can tell, I took a lot of pictures with my aunt because lots of things happened. Lots of things happened in the previous year. I put on my skincare though. This is why I don't buy from my mom. Wow, this is actually giving me melanin instead of making me look pale. So, yeah. What brought me was to do this, like, okay, I'm gonna try doing that. What brought me to start doing it, dressing modestly, like, it's hard to explain to my mom because she's like, you trying to convert? My parents, because like they literally assumed that I was trying to convert to Islam, but bear with me. Like, I'm not converting to Islam, Mom and Dad. If you see this, if you see the first minute of this entire video, I literally justified why I want to veil full time and wear skirts full time, because like Ethiopia, if you're not in the city, they wear skirts and dresses, and Christian and Muslim women be wearing headscarves, head wraps. It's normal over there. The only difference you can tell is if someone is wearing a cross neck. Like every Christian woman wears a cross necklace. Pretty much any Christian wears a cross necklace. So it's normalized over there, and that's just why. I just did some digging, did a deep dive. I was like, okay, that's what it's gonna be. I just liked it. But a little bit about me. A little bit about me. So this was like, it's actually my first year back at an Ethiopian Orthodox church. For the past 5 years, I was at a Coptic Orthodox church. I mean, I liked it because like Sunday school, that's it. But I didn't feel like I was even in the right place. Because 1, I was the only black kid there. Like me and my brother were the only black kids there for a long time. 2, I don't relate to nobody. 3, I was a little catty. I mean, most of the kids I grew up with EOTC, we literally grew up together. We went to each other's houses. We went to each other's parties. We follow each other on Instagram, but it was not like that. Like I was like, okay, I noticed like a little change. Like, are you literally going to church for? Like I had a crush on this dude, but I'm not gonna say his name. I expunged every like evidence I had that he was ever in my life. We were ever in each other's lives. No, we did not ever date because we're kids. I was such a lovesick kid. But I'm like, I'm not even interested in men. Like, I'm not interested in dating right now. I have things to deal with. I have adult stuff to deal with. You feel me? But so just say like, if my parents, I've noticed like I started straightening my hair more. I started straightening my hair more. I started wearing makeup more because I wanted to be lighter, even though I was already light skinned. I'm like, Ma, I tell my mom, like, I want to be with my friends. You feel me? I want to be with my friends. I'm missing out. I'm literally the only black person there. And my mom is like, you look like a brown skinned Egyptian. I'm like, Mom, everyone there is either white or like at least a little bit tan. I'm literally the only black person there. Like, dude, I don't like it here. I don't like it there. I like being like completely unfiltered. I always had to put up a front to pretty much survive. Like, pretty much survive, because like I don't want people knowing too much about my life. I like keeping, like, except my like, if I know you since I was 5, then you know me, like we've evolved together. These people I just met, like, it's just not it. And I start, like, the self-hate, even in my writing, like, I would never glorify a black person. I would glorify, like, lighter skin, blue, green eyes, red hair, like white features. But thank God for quarantine, because then I started like thinking, man, I'm black. Everybody around me, I already go to white school. I already go to white high school. I've always been around white people my whole life. And it was only black people in my life. My parents, my brother, my family. The rest of my family, a few of my friends. I didn't have people over other than certain friends, because I don't trust people. I don't want people in my life. I don't want too much people in my life. I don't I don't want to be taken advantage of, because I'm like, it's very, 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 it's very, very hard to like to literally, I feel like isolated. I didn't want to be white. I don't want to be white. And I said, okay. They waited till I graduated high school. There's no point for me to be at that church. There's no more Sunday school. And I was expected to teach. And I was like, no. I don't want to deal with other people's kids. The one thing I'm going to do is stick to myself. I don't want to deal with kids. I already don't like kids. As much as I want to be a mother, I don't like the responsibility of dealing with other people's kids. You deal with your own. And I'm not that nice. I'm very cutthroat. There's not, like, being too honest to a kid, that's kind of not allowed. You feel me? You get it? What I want to talk about next is why I'm wearing a veil right now. One, because I am talking about faith. We're according to 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 6, women are to be covered. It has to have their heads covered. Well, if they're praying or prophesying, or in prophesy mean talking about faith, or talking about God. So for obvious reasons, that's why I'm wearing a veil right now, and it's to pretty much stay out of just to focus on what we're talking about, and not rather than my hair, which I'm not gonna be showing for a long time. I mean, I actually started covering around May, and I would play around with like hijab styles. I would look up like modest outfits, but I was like, whoa, I have too much. I wanted something more comfortable, something that won't make me burn, overheat and stuff. Really, that's why as well. It took a lot of prayer. It honestly did take a lot of prayer to be like, can you make me feel like this makes me feel like no one is gonna see me as an object rather than, or a sexual object rather than a person, than a human being. So yes, I do have. And in August of this year, I started my account. I started my faith page called @Black Orthodox Christians, and it was going strong. I love it. I have it. I'm going to put it down in the description box below. It's my favorite. It's actually, I really like it. I like talking about the Lord. I like talking about God. Like, I just need, I was like, I don't know much. I'm not a diakon. I'm not a case. I'm just some raggedy, I'm some community college kid from Treeland, North Carolina, who don't even look her own age, to just, that's why I felt very weird about it. I was like, I feel like I'm not in the right place. But then again, I was like, I want to talk about veiling. I want to put it on. Like, I want to just like grow. I want to grow into my faith. So this is me coming out of the so I was just very, 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 very shy about it, and then boom, I just impulsively made a faith page. I mean, my dad was more against it because like he's thinking I'm oversharing, but I'm not. I want to share more faith things. I want to talk about like, if it wasn't for him, I would not be here today. If it wasn't for him making me in his image, I would not be here. I had dealt with very crazy, very, very tough things mentally that I won't talk about on YouTube because my parents will watch this. So really, I just want to drown out my feed with faith, with just like sourced article, like sourced posts, because I want to make sure it's sourced where you can get the information from. I make sure everything is organized because I like the look. I like how it looks professional, and it's very important as a journalist that you really have to do that, because you gotta be clear on where you're getting this from. Like, you don't want to be talking out your butt on the internet. Like, you're giving information. Like, this may, like, God willing, this may convert somebody. This is like, somebody could become Orthodox. I just felt like it was actually over a thought I had. It's like, why isn't there any more representation of Black Orthodox Christians in the media? Because we don't see, when you hear Ethiopia, you think suffering. When you think Eritrea, you think suffering. You think Somalia, which is a pretty predominantly Muslim country, you think suffering. When you think Africa, you think suffering. But we're not suffering. We have a rich history. We was Christian. We accepted Christ like second to we're like first country after Palestine to accept Christianity, to accept Christ. Like, heck, Lalibela has been around since before the inception in the United States. So that's what I was very powered by that. Since the inception of the US, like, why must, like, white, like, please, we need more Black people, Black reporters in Africa. Like, I want to do, that's one of my dreams, to like go to Ethiopia, go to Eritrea, even though I don't speak a lick of Tigrinya. I want to go there, because if you don't know this, if you don't know, I do put both flags. I am Ethiopian and Eritrean, so your favorite half breed. So yeah. And that's what I wanted to talk about, really. I really wanted to get that point across. I want to make sure that everything flows naturally. I was actually planning to write a script, but then it seems disingenuous, but I don't want to be disingenuous. I want to be genuine. I want to give, like, I want to invite people to the faith. I want to bring people to like, you know, love Jesus. And yeah, so you can send me this time, like, you can like ask me questions in the comments below about my veiling journey, which is it's very new, it's very recent. I started around Easter, and I hope I get married in a veil too. I wanna go, like, we'll see, UOTY 22, because I'm not going this year because I'm broke. Girl, I got school to deal with. I got stuff, school, like, I gotta make that bank, period. Some of y'all need to cash at me for, you know, I need to make cash. Okay, off topic. If you realize, like, should I make a cash app? I'm serious. Should I make a cash app so some of y'all can send me like small amounts of money to, you know, for Gunna, cause a girl needs some help. A girl needs some help. So yeah, a girl needs some help to pay for college, pay for all that access codes. I need to, you know, my prayer is that I need to stop spending so much on stuff. I need to like control get like impulse control. Yeah, so this is something that I gotta learn. I'm only young, so if you're watching this, I'm ready to proceed to another slideshow towards the end of the video. So, bye.